doing what the average, hood kids do. And that all came to an end. Come on, she couldn't keep up with the apartment. That was her first time moving off from grandma. Second time. First time since I was born. So we wound up back in Perry home, right back over my grandmother's house. My grandmother, she the wonderful, wonderful lady. And if it went for her, I don't know where I'd be. She played the daddy role because when my mom messed up, my grandma was all the way down. I love her to death for it. But coming up, you know what I'm saying? Back in Perry home, bad, running around, running the street, hanging. Doing what the average hood kids do, you know what I'm saying? Watching drugs being sold every day, watching people getting shot, shooting at, arguing, fighting, playing, hide go seek. I remember walking through, it was a pathway from where we lived to a part of Perry home called Clarissa. We loved to go to my auntie Dot house. And I had 3 cousins over there with me, Miss Pig, and Nico. And we go over there, play in the tree, go and pick plums out the woods. I mean, it was some good old days. We had a good time. We had real fun. I mean, every holiday, my grandma, she always barbecued, always fed the whole family. We were very family oriented, very close to my family. And, I can remember, having cookout, grill outs, just having a real good time growing up. So I cannot say that I just had a horrible life because it wasn't horrible. I was a kid. I growed up as a kid, And I remember, we finally moved out of Perry home, and I'm at the age where I remember, and I take heed of everything. And I remember moving to this apartment called Boulder Place. And Boulder Place was the first set of apartment that I ever recalled wall-to-wall carpet. And I remember when we first got in the apartment, it was just dead empty. And I laid on the floor, and in the carpet, it was just so soft. And I went to sleep instantly. Just went to sleep. I mean, I thought it was luxury. It was just average apartment, wall-to-wall carpet, central heat. Something that, I just wasn't used to. I mean, I thought I was on top of the world. I thought it was the best thing, which it was for us at the time. And that when all the problems started growing up, that when, we really spiraled out of control as kids. Because of a nicer neighborhood, you didn't have hood kids. We was the hood kids. We turned good kids into bad kids. And along with us, our older cousin Brian, he was the leader, you know what I'm saying? And we teamed up with this other kid, Brian, and you put them two, they were 2 peas in the pot. You couldn't tell us nothing. I went to elementary school over in that area was Margaret Mentor, and it was like a 75% white school. My first time ever interacting with white kids, interacting with white teachers. And when I'm in trouble wrote over all our forehead, because at that time also, my mom, she spiraling more out of control on crack cocaine. And, coming up, we want things and we ask for things because she loved her kid. She really did. I really can say she loved her kid because she tried her best. Battling addiction, single mom, she really tried to give us what we want, but sometimes the addiction just over-controlled her, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, living in Boulder Place, and we just stayed in trouble, stayed in woods, stayed breaking into buildings, grave site. I remember one of the baddest things that we did was Boulder Place was right off Marietta Boulevard, and it was a Pepsi Cola company that sat right beside the apartments. And we used to walk past the Pepsi Cola company from the outside, looking through the fence. We seen that there was soldiers on the back of the truck. And I remember me, my brother, my cousin, my friend Brian, we used to jump the fence and steal a couple of sodas and jump back over the fence. Well, we did that out so long and found out, hey, no one there at night. So we stole tons of soda. And I remember when my mama first walked in the room, she seen them sodas and she said, "Oh, behind on fire." You know what I'm saying? Because she was mean, she didn't play. But she couldn't control her because, hey, we lived outside. And I remember one night we went to the Pensacola company and soda just wasn't good enough. We said, hey, we want the whole truck. And I be done, you know, my friend Brian, he hopped in one of the trucks and seen that the truck had keys in it. And he cranked the truck up, but the truck was it was a stick shift, manual. And my cousin tried to drive, he couldn't drive, so I got in at the age of what, I think I was about 7 and a half, 8. And I'm sitting here trying to drive a manual truck. And the truck wasn't going nowhere. I was just hitting the gas, and my brother, boy, get up out that truck. I got up out the truck, and they had a couple of automatic trucks that my friend Brian got in it. He hopped in the truck and pulled off and busted through the fence, and we ran behind the truck all the way back to Baldwin Place. You know, I remember us getting back to Baldwin Place, and he got the truck parked. We joyriding in the truck, and my cousin, he wanted to get greedy. He wanted to go and get his own truck. So right now, just stay tuned for part 2 of the documentary. You know, I'm going to keep you updated, uploading on everything that's going on. Right now, you know, I'm learning about the YouTube, and it will even allow me to update 10 minutes at a time, and I don't want to go beyond that time. So y'all stay tuned. Be listening out for that Relentless Approach. That's a company me and my partner Ryan, we started from scratch. In the process, we're still working on this company, so we're building as we go. And look up Relentless Approach on YouTube, and you'll see firsthand us starting a business from scratch. So y'all make sure y'all continue to follow it, because it's going to get big. And we're going to blow up. And trust me, we will come get our people. And the ones who got it and ain't trying to do no helping, you will be exposed. And I say this anytime that I get on a documentary, you will be exposed.